Vladimir, you are spiraling downwards into this vortex. It pulls you faster and faster and faster. As you reach the end of a very long tunnel, you are suddenly in a waterfall. The waterfall is just leaking out onto some rubble. You smash into that rubble. You are in a chamber. All around you are dark forms lining the walls. And you can kind of make out a staircase leading up. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you can...
I have dark vision, by the way.
I always forget because you're totally human. You see warforged against the walls, hundreds of them, stacked on top of each other. They're standing on each other's shoulders. A staircase is in front of you. It leads up to a light that you can see in the distance, glowing a soft orange.
At first, I'm going to, shake off a little bit. Saunter out. Probably soaking wet, I imagine.
Shake off the water and the rubble and the dirt, a little bit of the blood as well. You saunter off towards the large staircase. At the very bottom of the staircase, see a warforged that looks oddly familiar.
That looks oddly familiar.
Warforged is deactivated, but looks exactly like Obsidian. You would never forget the back of that head. Your whip is wrapped around his neck.
Sweet, well, I'm going to collect that.
As you're pulling the whip off of him, suddenly the eyes of the ones on the wall turn on. The blinding red light is almost too much to bear. You are able to bear it, though. You blink a couple times and kind of get your bearings. And you see that all of these warforged have activated all around you.
I'm going to head on up that staircase.
So you start running up the staircase.
Whoa!
Walking up the staircase. Calmly.
Yeah.
As you reach the top of the first flight, you step right on a hidden mechanism. And the next line of stacked robots all activate as well. These ones with their yellow light eyes are much more blinding than the red light. You're blind. You stumble, breaking your poise, and step on a couple more traps. And the next two layers of machinery activate.
But I don't see how this matters. I'm blind already.
Chamber fills with light of all different colors. Light so intense, even blind, you can see the change in color. Now you can see green, and now you can see blue. You fall from the first flight of stairs back to the bottom as you land right next to where Sid is.
I'm going to give him a little kick in that chest button I pressed last time to deactivate him.
The purple gears were to life. He activates, stands up, turns around, and just kind of stares at you coldly. His head turns a full 360 degrees as he scans the room, stops, and stares at you.
Go back up the stairs.
You attempt to start climbing the stairs. Blind as you are, you're kind of just grabbing at it, tripping over your own 2 feet. Sid picks you up and sets you on his shoulders. Almost by instinct, you wrap your whip around him, and in a daze, he carries you up the stairs.
I'm going to tell this robot, I'm going to be like, hey, you're no Betty White, but you're pretty damn cool.
The robot doesn't acknowledge it, but just keeps trudging ahead. He does make it to the entrance of the cave, and outside of the cave is a spiraling wooden mass, kind of like a door, blocking your way.
I'm going to lay on hands on myself real quick.
Residual magic falls onto the Warforged, healing him slightly. When you heal the Warforged, his purple gears kind of light up even brighter than before. You see gas expel from him suddenly, or steam or something. And the steam seems to kind of move the wood of the spiral door.
I'm going to use Cure Wounds then on him.
Grab onto the automaton's head and just focus your magics into him. The healing energy goes through his body. He turns brighter purple, and then his chest cavity spins and expels it straight out, hitting the door, and the entire spiraling mess just unravels really quickly and opens. See a large wooded area. Pretty creatures and pretty plants. Lots of nature ahead of you. No paths.
Onward.
And you guys march forward into the wood.